Welcome to my first anime recap, yay! I will also be doing manhwa recap also, so I hope you look forward to it. Okay, the anime we're recapping is an interesting anime. It starts off about an ugly man Shidrew is not liked by many, especially his coworkers, but he is determined to show others that even though he has an ugly face, he is no pushover. And also he has made it a goal in life to put a smile to everyone's face even though he might have an ugly appearance, and his customers who has done business with Mr. Shidrew has testified how great he is at his job. Even with his ugly appearance, he got respect from people. Though it was not the same in his love life because no one wanted to date an ugly man. One day, while on the train home after purchasing manga and games from a store, a young girl screamed saying he touched her inappropriately and got false accused after he was pushed out of the train, causing his manga and games to spill out of his bag, which causes people to question whether he actually did it. After that, he was falsely taken to court and pleaded guilty in order to end this unnecessary farce which the girl devised. Also, he was asked to pay a fine to the girl, and he did so in order to quickly end the case, but it causes him bigger issues. He was fired from his salesman job. Immediately after that, he couldn't get a job again regardless of how many times he applied. After several years, the girl that framed him was under arrest for pulling scams of molestation and collecting fine to make money off ugly people. During this time, because falsely accused, it caused him a lot of trauma and couldn't live normally, which caused him to go for therapy sessions for his mental health. At this point, he fully became an unemployed shut-in who has already used up all his savings and almost lost hope until he was scrolling through his laptop and saw a post about going to another. Though it sounded stupid and unbelievable at first, he decided to try whatever methods he saw online on how to go to another world. And it worked. He got a notification on setting his character profile like beautiful skills and other stats. And what our MC found out was that reducing his beauty and looks can give him an enormous stats point boost, and making up things that can boost you rapidly, but also affect you in his note section, after adding all this negative qualities including minus 225 in looks, which gave him a massive boost, making him extremely ugly, and giving him 100 trillion stat point bonus. But in return it made him extremely ugly, and when a girl touches him his HP drops by 50% after he got this bonus. Before he could distribute them, he got transported to this new world with a guy with brown hair and blue eyes, Seiji, a girl with yellow hair and yellow eyes, and a girl with blue hair and blue eyes. At first it didn't seem they could get along because they were transported into a cabin with no one and they were strangers. Soon after, they were attacked by goblins. When they were about to leave the cabin, immediately the guy with yellow hair and the girl with yellow hair started fighting, while the blue-haired girl didn't even land a single hit on those monsters with his arrows, and continues to fire aimlessly. While the ugly man Shidrew is watching the battle, he remembers he didn't distribute his trillion S of stat points, so he did it at exactly that moment and became an almighty god. As an almighty god, just by casually shooting an arrow, he created a dragon that descended from the sky and split the clouds. After their first battle encounter, they headed to the nearest town, as they say in the map of the cabin, and they arrived at Erie, a small town. As four of them entered the town, they saw a hamburger shop, and immediately they decided to eat at that restaurant. The only one who didn't have money was the Uglymug Shidrew, so he quietly left them and sat alone at a fountain, sad about how he can't spend money because any money he touches disappears. As he was sitting there, the blue-haired girl walked up to him and scares him at first, which causes him to fall into a fountain, and gives him a hamburger as thanks for helping her during the battle earlier. As he was about to take the hamburger, he mistakenly touches her hands and gets 5 trillion HP points deducted because his fingers mistakenly touched her while collecting the girl hamburger, which causes it to fall. In order not to make the blue-haired not sad, Shidrew made up a stupid lie about her being so pretty it made him and the burger fall, and she was happy because of this compliment and gave him another burger because she says she's rich. He was planning to ditch the three of them, but because of Seika, the blue-haired girl, he says he'll stick around with them for a little bit more since she's so innocent and trusting. And that is the end of the recap part 1. Personally, to me, I think the beginning of this anime reminds me of that anime. I'm an evil lord of an intergalactic empire about a man who worked tirelessly to provide for his family, but he later finds out that the wife has been cheating on him for 15 years, and also finds out the child she gave birth to was another man's daughter. Even with all this misfortune, more befell upon him when he was falsely accused of stealing money from his company and gets thrown into debt and child support and later dies in his room because he couldn't afford medicine for his cancer. It started out sad, but it becomes very interesting. I advise you to try it out because it's a fun watch after he gets reincarnated. Thanks for watching and see you in my next recap.